Pixar creativity, Marvel action, or Star Wars adventure, there's something for everyone.
My God.
And over the next hour, you're going to hear from the folks bringing you the biggest and most innovative games and tech experiences in our history. You're going to get a first look at Star Wars Battlefront 2. Our most ambitious Star Wars game yet. It has everything you all been asking for. Single player campaign mode. Much more content than the last Battlefront. And so much more. Now, my daughter and my two nieces are in the audience today. And I'm incredibly proud that for the very first time, as a part of a major Star Wars video game, we will feature a female protagonist. She's a new character named Aiden, and players can follow her journey through an original story that helps bridge the gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. I can't wait for you to meet this character and learn more about her fantastic story.
Hola,
we'll then take a look at Marvel's Spider-Man.
Oh!
This is an all-new experience from Insomniac Games and Marvel that's exclusive to Sony's PlayStation. This is a Spider-Man game unlike any you've ever played before.
Spider-Man,
featuring a Spider-Man you've never seen before, and a story you've never heard before. To say this game is epic would be an understatement.
Oh.
And of course, we have something for our Disney fans. I'm assuming there's a few Disney fans in the audience right now? Well, trust me, you won't want to miss the announcement we're going to make about what's next for Kingdom Hearts 3.
No manches.
Take my fucking money.
Ojalá Disney te patrocina. Y tu patrocíname Disney.
Now, our friends at Square Enix have truly outdone themselves. I'm not going to steal anyone's thunder. I'm going to stop with that. Lots to look forward to there. But that is not all. In addition to these games, we're going to unveil two exciting, never-before-seen projects that tap the latest technology and immerse you into the Marvel and Star Wars universes in ways you've only just imagined. If you've ever dreamed of being a Jedi or a superhero, and my son, who's also in the audience today, will definitely tell you that I have, well, your time has now come. These experiences truly are mind-blowing, and I can't wait for you to see them today. Now, the original plan was for me to host today's show, but I have a couple of friends who, between the two of them, have tens of millions of subscribers and followers. And as it turns out, I have just about zero. And so I thought you all might be really excited to hear from them instead. You know them as Jacksepticeye and Strawberry 17. And they're going to take the stage in just a minute. But before I wrap up, I want to thank all of you. Whether it's our theme parks, our movies, our TV shows, or our games, we're only able to bring the Walt Disney Company stories to life because you have made them such an important part of yours. So, on behalf of everyone who helped make today possible, thank you. Now, let's get started. Please welcome Jacksepticeye and Strawberry 17. Guys,
hey, how's it going?
Awesome.
Wow. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Everyone watching at home? This is crazy.
I just wanted to say thank you guys both so much. I know how passionate both of you are about video games, and I I personally couldn't think of a better duo to be hosting us today. So,
Stop it some more.
oh, Jimmy.
Keep going.
With that, they are 100% yours. Knock them dead.
Woo!
Thank you. Bye, guys.
All right, see ya. Well, I'm excited to talk about video games. Are you?
Yes. Who else is excited about video games?
Anyone excited for Kingdom Hearts?
A few people.
All right, we'll save that for, last.
Wait, but what are you excited for?
Wait, let's do this on the count of 3, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, Kingdom
Spider-Man.
Hearts.
Oh.
We gotta be on the same page. We're hosting this. It has to be
Okay.
together.
Okay. Yeah, we
Let's
can
do
do
this
it.
one more time.
Okay.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Star Wars! Let's kick it off with some Battlefront 2!
A ver,
So,
el
we
trailer
got
del
some very special guests here
Battlefront
today.
2.
Please help me welcome on
Nunca he
stage
jugado. Bueno,
Janina
sí, una vez.
Gavankar, who plays
Pero el
Commander
primer juego
Iden
totalmente.
Versio in Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Steve Blank from the Lucasfilm Story Group.
Está chido. Ellos son los productores,
Hi,
¿verdad?
guys.
It's okay, everyone's excited.
I know. Yes.
El de Spider-Man.
Take a chair.
Hello, everyone.
El de Kingdom Hearts, sí, sí.
Guys, I've never heard that song before. Is that new?
¿Cuántos
I
están?
can't do it. You just please tell them.
Direct.
Please tell them immediately.
Of course, I would be happy to. That is a brand new theme song for Iden
No te
Versio.
escuchas, Archer.
You have your own song. That's crazy.
I want a theme song.
Me too.
Pretty cool.
Next year.
Next year.
Next year.
Okay. So, Steve, you're from the Lucasfilm Story Group, so could you give us a little bit of an overview on what Battlefront 2 is for those of us who may not be familiar with it?
Of course, I would be happy to. So far, we've gone through a couple events, talked about a couple of details. We unveiled back in April at Star Wars Celebration a number of new pieces of information, and then we followed up last month at EA Play, which maybe people saw Janina host in an incredible way.
Did great.
Killed it.
And what we've been sharing is some great details coming out of DICE, Motive, and Criterion for all of the great multiplayer combat we're going to see. We're going to see across all 3 eras in this game in multiplayer. So we're going to see prequel
No te
trilogy,
escucha.
we're going to see original trilogy, we're going to see new trilogy, and incredible space combat is going to be a major part of this game. And of course, the reason Janina and I are here today, we have announced that there's going to be a single-player campaign mode.
Yes.
Yes.
I am. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, guys. I am most excited for that. So just please tell me more about the single-player campaign.
I would love to. So it's been a great collaboration with Motive Studios, and specifically our writers for the single-player campaign are Mitch Dyer and Walt Williams. Awesome guys. And this image that is up on the giant screen behind me
It's very big.
Very big.
is perfectly encapsulates sort of what the catalyst for this story is. So you've got standing up there Commander Iden
Su
Versio
micrófono gaming.
herself, leader of Inferno Squad with her comrades Del and Hask in the
Ahí los
background,
micrófonos
and they're
gaming.
watching the explosion of the second
Y nada,
Death
hombre,
Star,
pues.
a really memorable moment, obviously,
Uno
from
dice,
Star Wars.
mira,
But
dice
what is
uno,
unique about this is that we're
este
seeing
no
it
es Kingdom
from
Hearts,
the
me
Imperial
estafaron.
perspective now. And so what does that
Este
mean
no es
if you are
Kingdom
part of the
Hearts, me
Empire,
estafaron.
you watch the destruction of the second Death Star, you know about the death of the Emperor, what challenges does that present to you? What choices do you have to make? And that's really the thrust of our story, is watching Iden as she has to go down that path in a new world order.
That
Great.
sounds so good.
So, we've heard a lot about Commander Iden Versio. You're 100 feet tall on the screen, and we know you're going to burst. You're so
They just gave me
enthusiastic
a
about
helmet.
this.
I'm dying.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited.
So, tell us what it's like to be part of the Star Wars universe and to get a role like that.
Well, are there any Star Wars fans in the audience?
So,
Yes. Yeah,
That's you.
imagine what it's like to sit in this chair and have the honor of being this person. It is truly, it's the most wonderful thing that I could have. I never imagined this would happen to me. I'm so honored. That being said, I'm also a gamer, and I have been for a while, and I love this medium so very much for storytelling, and it's like this wonderful place to be able to unpack this perspective, and The thing
Sí,
that
muy-
was so
muy realístico.
surprising in this whole experience so far has been how collaborative it is. I did not think that was the case. I thought I would show up and they'd say, please stand here and say these words, and now you're in a Star Wars. And that's not what it's been. As actors, we've been given access to the writers and the producers and the directors and military consultants to really work on making this an authentic Star Wars story. And they let me do things. Like, I got to do EA Play, and like,
I loved you at that. Can I just interject? I was excited about this, but seeing you so pumped and so passionate about your character made me like jump out of my skin. I'm like, I have to play this game.
I get to come to stuff like this, and then like, do you want to see a video?
Dicen que tienen como 10 millones de suscriptores, ¿no?
This video in particular is wonderful because it's like a backstage pass to see what it's like to break new ground in the Star Wars galaxy. Roll that tape.
Oh, cállate.
Ahí te dirá, shh.
I've always been a fan of the dark side. The idea of the Imperial perspective is you never really understand who they are as people, right? Or how the organization works. How can we distill that and how can we make a story around that?
Ok, Archie. Mira, con razón. Se ve realístico porque le hicieron con personas reales.
Absolutely an essential story.
What happened after Return of the Jedi? What happened to the galaxy? What happened to the Empire without an emperor?
What it might feel like to be in this galaxy as it starts to break apart.
What's really exciting about this story is that we're going to see it from the point of view of a character like Iden. So we're going to see it from this Imperial point of view.
Inferno Squad is a black ops team that most people don't even know exists.
We weren't expecting special forces.
We happen to be on Endor when the second Death Star explodes.
Iden is presented with an extreme challenge, the destruction of the Death Star 2 and the death of the Emperor.
What sort of choices would somebody in that situation have to make about who they are and what the galaxy was going to become?
And it's interesting, does that mean, now that the Empire's fallen, that they're the underdogs?
Iden is a tried and true Imperial. She's somebody who grew up on a planet called Vardos.
She was very quickly put into a military camp for children.
She has spent her whole life building up to this moment to be commander of Inferno Squad.
Moff Raiders informed the Admiral that Operation Cinder could proceed as planned.
Hask is the most zealous of them all, I would say. He's the most interested and invested in how far the Empire is willing to go.
He was an orphan, so he needed something to latch onto. Empire is peace and justice and order.
Even when people are faltering around him, he pushes forward and says, no, the Empire is the way.
I'm picking up distress calls, too many to count.
Del has seen more of the galaxy than most people in the Empire. He actually grew up on Coruscant during the time of the Jedi.
He brings a lot of humor.
Him and Iden have a bit of a banter, have a bit of a laugh.
Family is a really important element in Star Wars, and one of the things that we wanted to make sure we captured is the dynamic between Garrick Versio and his daughter Iden Versio.
This is the catalyst for Iden, where she learns the future of the Empire, and she's elevated to a point by her father.
Your next assignments, they are unusual. She's my daughter. She's all I have. I do need for her to understand why I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Everything in Star Wars is connected, and part of our job is to make sure that the games we're making do connect back into that larger universe.
But we're now able to use this game and Battlefront 2 as a resource to take this information into future development projects.
Hope cannot save them!
I think all those gamers out there are gonna just love it.
This is the culmination of all the things that are good in the world. Video games, Star Wars, and a team of people that are willing to take the time to do the work.
We have to take risks, we have to be bold, we have to push everyone's boundaries, and we leave a good footprint behind.
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
PlayStation. That was cool. No big deal. That was awesome.
No big deal. Just a Star Wars game. You could feel the whole game in the stage as well.
Like a massage.
Yeah. I saw a few lightsabers down there, so that's just so cool. So there's a lot of Star Wars out there. We have TV, we have movies, we have animated. So what sets this story apart from those stories, and specifically in regards to video games?
You have the term story in your job title, so you take this one.
I will tackle that. So I think one of the things that we always approach as a story group when we're thinking about telling new Star Wars stories in general is, what is the right story per platform? Because each platform has its strengths and what it can really revel in. And one of the great things about video games is that you actually get to inhabit the character. You get to play as somebody. And so what was fascinating to us about Battlefront 2 and Iden Versio is that you get to be a commander in the Empire at this really challenging time. And so that's something that we wanted people to be able to feel and be able to go out there and be that Imperial. And so with that video game, you get the opportunity to do that. You can play as that character, which is always incredibly exciting.
Yeah. I'm also kind of a big Star Wars fan, and I've never heard of Vardos before. Is it a place I can vacation? Is it good this time of year? Please tell me more.
I will answer that as Aiden. Vardos is beautiful. I'll tell you why. It's an Imperial homeworld. It's beautiful because it's peaceful and it's orderly. Like all planets should be in the galaxy.
Yeah. My butt is clenched.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. I mean, it's where she grew up, and it's where she went to school. She was the top of her class. Vardos holds a lot of heart for her.
Yeah.
And it's also where she learned to be a commander, you know? And like look at this girl. The great thing is, on November 17th, you get to feel what it's like to be a commander
Star Wars.
for the Empire.
That's cool. I'm excited. I can't wait to play.
It's kind of scary. Just saying.
Just come on over to the side of this.
Okay, I'm warming up to it a small bit, okay? So we're going to try something a little different this time. We're going to throw to a caller on a live stream. We have a person named John who's a huge fan of the series, and they're actually in Anaheim.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and throw to them if we have that.
Yeah, that'd be great. John, are you there?
Yep, hello? Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I want to ask a few questions. My other name is FN2187.
Ahí está. El fan, el youtuber que le gusta Star Wars.
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Finn himself, John Boyega is here. Hi.
Battlefront, cool. How's it going? Yeah.
You sit here.
Battlefront 2.
No. You sit here.
I love you too, babe. How you doing?
John, I'm a bit flustered. I knew you were coming out, but now I'm here, and it's all happening.
I had to. I've just left the Last Jedi panel, and I had to stop by and give my gamers a visit.
Well, you're a big Battlefront fan, right? Genuinely.
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm a massive Battlefront fan, and I don't know if you remember, I actually sent out a tweet, which wasn't planned. I just sent out a tweet because I'm a massive fan of Battlefront, and EA responded. I've been, trying to fight for the fans for a good single-player campaign.
Thank you, man.
And now we have it.
Yes!
Now we have it. Also, on top of that, you get to play as me.
Nice!
Which is good.
Are you going to play as yourself?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
So, as a huge fan of Battlefront 2, what are you most looking forward to in this new version of the game?
I've only played like.
Wait, you've played it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yikes.
Dude, what?
Ya lo jugó.
Yep,
Spoiler.
that's me right there.
Spoiler.
Amazing.
Come on!
By the way, don't judge my aiming, okay? It's different. The game's set up different. But I've played it, as you can see, and it's really good. You are phenomenal in it. It's fantastic. It's a great story. And I'm excited for people to get to know these characters on a more intimate level. You feel like you're playing against real danger because you're more invested in these characters due to that single-player campaign. But also on top of that, I'm going to be whooping a lot of fans. Don't worry, there's going to be some time for that.
Well, thanks for giving us something to look forward to. Now you guys are leaving us with something today?
Yes. Check under your chairs.
Oh, us?
Not you guys. Check under your chairs. We'll get you one too. I didn't know you were coming, so we didn't bring one for you.
One for John. I feel like that's a thing. But I know they're not under your chairs at this moment, but we are happy to say we don't want to leave anyone empty-handed. So at the end of this panel, when you are leaving, everyone will get this fantastic poster.
It's like Christmas.
Of Aiden and her awesome
Thanks for joining us this afternoon, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank
Give it up
you,
for
guys.
Star Wars.
Thanks
for being here.
That was Finn.
Just John Boyega one message. Whatever.
Back in his head still.
Hi, thank you. That's my name, yes. I love you too. So, that was a little crazy. We all went a bit wild there with that one. So, we're going to slow things down a small bit. We're going to change things up and switch gears a bit. So, we're going to bring out Mike Gosselin, who is the VP of Advanced Development at Disney. So, give it up for Mike.
See them works?
Hi.
How's it going?
My boy. What's up?
How you doing?
Thanks for joining us. So I heard you're here today to talk about augmented reality. So for people who don't know what that is, could you explain it a little bit?
Sure. Augmented reality is a technology that lets you combine computer-generated objects with the real world. So bringing them together to create an illusion. So I could put a virtual tiger using AR right here in front of us, and it would look like it was really here. We could walk around it and look from any angle, and it'd stay in the right spot.
Wow, I would want like a cute monkey or a panda.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We can do that too.
But it's also like the Snapchat filters, right?
Yeah, you know the mustaches, you can put the
Pokemon
mustache.
Go.
Again, it's a computer mustache, real face together. It looks like I have a mustache.
I love that stuff.
We think AR can do a lot more.
Really?
Yeah.
So how does Disney fit into the whole augmented reality world then?
Disney's always used technologies to find new ways to tell stories. I learned this back when I started at Imagineering, and we think AR is a great platform for a new kind of storytelling.
All right. So
I'm excited to see some of it.
yeah, man. So do you have something to show us?
Well, so Star Wars, we got to talk about Star Wars. So,
of course,
yeah.
AR has always been a big part of the Star Wars stories, going back all the way to the beginning. So remember in the first, in A New Hope, Princess Leia appears early in the movie as a hologram, and then later all the way up to The Force Awakens, where they have the galaxy maps and the Starkiller base.
Yeah.
So it's always been really important. My personal favorite, though, is the holochess game from the Millennium Falcon. You know, the little monsters.
That's so cool.
Anybody like holochess? Yeah.
We haven't been able to play it yet, though.
Well, we've always wanted to create that game, and we've never been. The technology just hasn't existed to do that until now.
What?
Until now?
We've been working on our own version of augmented reality, and I'm very excited to give you a very first look at it today. I've got this case right here, so let me pull it out. So this has never been seen before. I'm revealing this for the first time.
Yes.
We've been working on, we teamed up with Lenovo and Lucasfilm to build our very own augmented reality headset. This will let everyone experience their favorite moments from Star Wars like never before.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
So let me tell you, it's very simple.
Okay.
Let me tell you how it works.
Yeah.
You download an app to your phone, you slip your phone into the headset, right here, and then you put it on and you're ready to go.
That's incredible. That's so easy.
You want to try it on?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Wow. Wait.
Whoa.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
How
Wait, so I can still see everything. Hi.
Yeah, so
do I look cool?
So it's really important to be able to see, right? Because again, you're combining computer images with the real world. So you got to be able to see. It's like wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
So not everybody can try it on today, unfortunately. So I was able to smuggle some footage out of our lab on some experiences that we've been working on.
Nice.
Right, so now you can play holo chess for real in your own living room. See, that's our run, that's our room. And you can bring epic battles to life where action figures run around and you've got X-Wings and Imperial Walkers all in your room, all
Your
around
living room, you're just...
And we're just getting started.
Okay, so I have to ask this just because, yeah, I mean, clap, that's incredible.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal.
It's 2017, it's about time. We've been waiting for this. But I think what everyone's probably thinking is, what about lightsabers, right?
Of course. Okay, so you got to do lightsabers, right? So we were inspired by that moment where Luke turns on his lightsaber for the first time. Has anybody dreamed of having that moment, turning on a lightsaber?
I think there's a couple of lightsabers down there.
So that's what we're going for. And we're going to be showing you a great deal more of this in the coming weeks. We've got lots of stuff to show. I can only give you a quick glimpse today, but we've got a little bit of video here.
Ooh.
Wow.
You gonna leave us like that, Mike? You gonna tease us and leave it there?
So if you're interested in finding out more, you're in luck. We have a website, JediChallenges.com. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm gonna take my...
It's crazy. Can I keep it? Come on, leave it on stage. Aw.
We'll get it later.
It's just real life holo chess, whatever.
No big deal. Lightsaber thing.
Yeah, me too.
Incredible.
Okay, so now we've moved on from Star Wars, so let's get a little bit into Marvel. Is there any Marvel fans out there? So, you might have seen a small game called Spider-Man at E3. It closed out the Sony press conference. Pretty big deal, so let's bring on stage right now Bill Roseman, the Executive Creative Director at Marvel Games, and Brian Intihar, Creative Director at Insomniac Games.